Okay, so today's look I'm going to be doing with Aether Beauty. I had a couple people mention that I should feature this brand as part of like a brand review. And I thought to myself, like, yeah, I should do that because I hadn't really done a whole lot with the new Amethyst palette. It is so gorgeous. Tiila was so kind to send both this to me and the highlighters that just came out. So if you're interested in seeing both of those in action, stay tuned. So I'm going to start by priming my face with Bare Minerals Prime Time. This is a silicone primer, and I just feel like this really helps to make the skin look very, very smooth and uniform. It helps to fill in pores, a little bit of line filling action. It's really just kind of blurring, I feel like. And also, I feel like this really helps me specifically because my skin tends to get oily. It's pretty combination through my T-zone. So we'll just start out with that. And I'm kind of like, I don't know, I kind of put myself on like a no-buy because I just felt like I had too many products and I'm not using them fast enough. And I know like the no-buy thing has been like kind of popular lately, and I'm not doing it because it's like the popular thing to do, but genuinely I have too much product and I really need to start using more of it. So I'm gonna go in with the Crunchi foundation. This is kind of a medium buildable coverage. You can definitely build it up to a fuller coverage. And this is like, this is such a beautiful foundation. It just makes your skin look so silky and flawless. And I don't know, I'm a big fan of this. It doesn't have as much dewiness as some of them. This looks a little light on me right now, but whatever. We'll bronze it up, it's fine. It doesn't stay super dewy, which I like. I kind of like more of a satin finish. If it is a radiant finish foundation, I tend to set it pretty well because otherwise those really like slick foundations slide around on me. But yeah, this doesn't stay too shiny on the skin once you get it all buffed in. And it does a decent job with coverage too, as you can see. Like I kind of said, it's like a medium coverage, but you can definitely build it up some. There have been days that I've been able to forego concealer by just building this up a little bit. And I was planning on using a concealer today, but I might not actually. That looks pretty good. This is the original Crunchi foundation. They recently reformulated, and I haven't tried the new formula, but I hear it's even smoother. The one thing I'll say about the original foundation is that I feel like you kind of have to work fast or else it kind of starts to drag, which is why I like using a primer underneath it. I feel pretty good with that, actually. I don't really know that I'm going to conceal under my eyes. I thought I would, but I don't really need to. So since I'm not going to do that, we'll go ahead and just powder this and set it down so that I'm not going to get oily throughout the day. This is the Honest Blurring Powder. I really, really love this one. It just, for me, because my skin gets so oily through my T-zone, this really helps to keep things from sliding around. I'm just going to do a very light powdering with this. I don't want to get too flat looking. Now I'm going to go in with the Well People bronzer using the same brush that I did for powder. And I'm just going to use this to kind of warm up my skin. I tend to get a little bit fair. I mean, I'm always fair, but more pale through the winter. And I just want to look a little more alive. We'll just dust that. One of the things I've been doing is kind of brushing down on my face because the sun, when it comes down on your face, it's going to naturally hit you on those higher points. So by doing this, you're kind of brushing down from the brow and it hits on the top of those cheekbones so they get a little more warmth to them. And then just for the sake of keeping things cohesive, I'm gonna go all under here, which is really nice. It's a very subtle way to kind of contour your face. And down. I try not to put too much on my neck because it will collect in the lines on my neck, and I don't think that's very flattering as the day goes on. So we'll just kind of tie all that together. Voila, easy peasy. Now I'm going to pop on a little bit of blush. This is the shade Instinct from Vapour Beauty. I'm going to use an angled side of this brush, this Fitglow Teddy brush. It's a really, really nice brushes. They dry really fast, so I've been trying really, really hard to keep my brushes clean. So I appreciate ones that dry really fast. I'm just gonna lightly kind of tap this on. I don't want the blush to be the focus of today's look. But I'm a blush girl. I always have loved a little bit of a rosiness to my cheeks. That looks nice. Now I'm going to pop on some of the new Aetherbeauty highlighter. This is Pink Diamond Dust. I'm going to pick up as much as I can on here to really get that glow going. It's such a pretty highlighter, and this one has more of a kind of a golden finish to it, and I really love that on my skin. I think it just looks really, really natural. We'll do this side too. And this formula is made with rose hip seed oil, so it's very nourishing for the skin. And these have a really, really soft texture. That's something I love about all of her products that she's come out with so far, is that all of the powders blend really easily and they have a really buttery, rich kind of texture. Okay, now let's move on to some eyes. I need a brush or two. I don't know how many I need. I'm just gonna kind of play today and really have some fun with it. I feel like I'm always in such a rush when I'm doing my makeup, and so when I really get a chance to play, it's just so much fun. Okay, I want to start with this shade. Which one is that? So I can tell you. Mystic. We're gonna go in with some Mystic. Tap that off. And I'm just gonna go all over my crease, kind of drag it in just a little bit. And this is a Scott Barnes brush. You can kind of, the nice thing about these, you can pack it on flat and then you can kind of fan it out so you get a really soft, quick blend. Do the same thing over here. Cool. Now I'm gonna go in with my blending brush, and I'm kind of feeling the shade Amethyst. Let's do that one. I'm gonna just keep this pretty light today. Just hanging out at home. I don't need a full face. I love using a blending brush to apply shadow. I think that it just looks so soft and you don't have to work really, really hard to make it look really nice. Sometimes if you use too small of a brush, it's going to make it much harder to soften things out, especially if you're using a really, really small brush for a darker color. So I like to use a blending brush. It's just something that has always worked really well for me, and it just makes everything so soft. Kind of angle that a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna kind of dust off that brush on my hand. And I'm gonna go in with a different Scott Barnes brush. This is, I believe, the Eye Winger. And I wanna use this more kind of lavendery lilac color that is Third Eye, and I want to put that on the outer portion just so we tie in a bit of that purple from this Amethyst palette. I'm gonna blend that into my crease color. But yeah, just popping this on like the outer third of your eyelid space. Okay, now I'm gonna take that blending brush again, make sure it's really, really nice and clean. And we are gonna buff that color out so it just kind of disappears into our blank space up there. It'll give it a little bit of sheen because of the mica in this product. You can tell these don't take long to blend at all. They're lovely. Okay, same thing over here. Really kind of making that disappear into the brow space. Really, really lovely sheen. Very, very soft. I know it looks kind of weird because my lighting is coming from a different angle right now. I really need to get some new equipment this year, and that'll make things a lot nicer for you guys. Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna pop on a little bit of color on the bottom because that just always ties things together. And also with my eye shape, I really like having a little bit underneath my eye. It just makes everything look bigger. You know, I think it's really important to figure out your eye shape and really work with what you've got. That's just what works for me. I highly recommend it. Give it a try. It makes everything look really, really nice all together. You can tell I have a little bit of a natural color already to underneath my eyes. And I want to do the bottom a little bit of a lighter color than what I used up above. So I'm going to go in with this right here. This is Transcendent. Make sure to tap that off. And I'm just going to lightly kind of dust that into my lower lashes. And I will be smudging that out even more with my finger. And kind of like on the top, I am also focusing this on the outer portion of the eye. I've got kind of almond-shaped eyes, so I try to find that balance by keeping this nice and light and open on the inside corner. And then really I like to kind of extend that shape out a little bit and drag it up to make my eyes look bigger. Okay, and now I'm going to take the same little angled brush. This is from Sappho, and I'm going to use the shade Pisces as a liner shadow today. I have talked about this before, but I don't really use a ton of eyeliner because it can make my eyes look a little bit small. If I do that, it covers up too much of my lid space. So just for a little lash definition, I'll go right into the base of my lashes. This helps them look a little bit thicker and fuller. And do just a tiny, tiny wing shape. You can see it just adds just a little hint of definition, nothing too crazy. And we'll just keep extending that out a little bit. Turn my brush. Okay, that is my eye look. We're gonna take a clean finger and just softly smudge that out. Same thing right there. All right, now I'm gonna pop on a little bit of Boy Brow from Glossier. I'm mildly obsessed, you may have noticed. I have gone through, I don't know, probably 5 tubes of Boy Brow. I've had the more brunette shade. I'm currently using the blonde shade because it's the closest to my hair when it's red like this. But I love Boy Brow. It's just such a fast, easy eyebrow product. And lately I've really been enjoying a less sculpted brow. I also like Boy Brow because it doesn't drag on the brow hairs and pull them out. So if you feel like your brows have been a little thin and like pencils kind of pull them out, this is a great product to define your brow and keep it from getting yanked out. All right, quick and easy, told you. Not doing anything crazy with that. Now, I want to curl up my lashes. Oh, sorry. All right, I'm gonna use my Kevyn Aucoin lash curler. Always get close to the base of the lashes, move to the middle of the lashes, and on that last one, rotate. And this really helps to open up the eye. I've got a little bit of shadow fallout. Let's just kind of flick that off. Better. Okay. Same thing, other eye. Right at the base. Middle. Rotate one last time. Perfect. I love curling the lashes. I think it really helps to open them up. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of mascara. I'm gonna actually just go off camera to put this on. You guys have watched me put on mascara for way too long in all my videos, so hang on just a second. This is a little sample of Lash Domination from Bare Minerals. Okay, and we're back. This is like 2 very, very thorough coats with this mascara, and like this is one of those formulas that every time I wear it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. The wand is like this kind of double helixy type thing, which totally weirded me out at first, but oh my gosh, every time I put this on, I look at my lashes and I'm like, damn girl, like those are some eyelashes. Oh, I might have to get a full size of that one because it's just too good. I'm gonna finish off with Bliss lip serum from Fitglow. I just love this. The lip serums are hands down my favorite product ever for the lips. Cannot get enough. And there you have it. I love how this turned out. There's just that little whisper of purple, which is so beautiful with green eyes. And look at my cheeks. It's like, it reminds me of like sunset skin where you get that glisten as the radiance and the warmth from the sun starts to come out. I just love it. I think Aether Beauty is such a fantastic brand. I can't wait for some of her launches that are coming up. I'm a little in on the know of what's coming next, and that will be pretty soon. And you guys, get excited because Tiila is full of surprises, and I just can't wait to see where she continues to go and to grow. And I had the opportunity to meet her and talk with her and interview for my blog when I first started out. So I'll link that interview below because it's just really fun. But I love her mission and her sustainability and ethical practices. Aether Beauty is amazing, and I hope that you enjoyed this. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.